saddest and greatest opportunities that anyone could ever be afforded to speak to the friends and family and loved ones, someone so special as Robin. And I know that every person here is deeply grieving and greatly saddened by her loss, the suddenness of it, and the fact that although we had almost 20 years of association and friendship in competition with Robin back in the old days of American Scandia, and now for the last 12, going on 13 years with Prudential, it's just not anywhere near enough. So I want to just express to you that our family and that the best friends and the people that she grew up with and the people that she's loved for much longer than we had the opportunity to love her, how sad we are for you, and that we feel your loss, and that there's many people that are here today and many others that are here in their hearts and in their best wishes, and we pass along our greatest sympathies and condolences to all of you. She was one of a kind and an incredibly wonderful person. We're all very, very grateful to have known her. I know that there's a number of speakers that were on the listing, but Brian Albert and Rodney Elena and I got together as we collaborate from time to time and put a lot of thoughts together, and we thought rather than making this a multiple Prudential presentation, although I know Anna Marie Halfman, who is not only a Prudential associate, but one of Robin's very dearest friends, is going to speak next. We thought we would save you the ongoing hot air of professional wholesalers, because we could each take about an hour. So just I'll take an hour. So when we think of Robin, I think the thing that we probably think of the most, and you know, we're from all over the country, and there's people from all walks of life and all backgrounds, and we all thought of Robin as that ultimate Texas-Oklahoma cool girl. You know, somebody once called her, and I apologize for saying this in the house of worship, a real Texas badass. She knew what she wanted, and she knew how to get it. And she made everybody around her better for that. She was smart, she was funny, she was loyal, strong, a lot of fun to be with, a real competitor, and a complete winner in everything that she did. Robin was also extremely generous. She was always the first to offer her assistance and her advice when asked, and she took those requests very, very seriously. Talking with Brian Albert, he joined the company the same day that Robin did. They were in the same training class together, and he said at the end of the week-long training that she came up and said, "Here's my business card. If I can ever be of help, let me know, and I'll be calling on you to get some help myself." So she was a real networker and a person that reached out to people and let them know that she was there for you. She was extremely generous, and whether it was sharing her knowledge, her business strategies, her marketing and relationship development techniques, which we were all amazed and copied on a frequent basis, or whether it was the latest Texas fashion ideas from Neiman Marcus, which she shared with many people, including Elise, who Robin sent fringed purses of the latest breaking style in Texas, and they shared a lot of great memories and a lot of great ideas. She always went above and beyond with her contributions and thoughtfulness. Robin was truly one of this world's great gift givers, and I think we all know that in every sense of the word. She was one of the greatest gift givers that we'll ever know. As a mother, a wife, a daughter, sister, aunt, niece, co-worker, and dear friend, she was always available to support those that she knew and cared for, and always took great interest in our lives and let us know how she cared for our success and our true happiness. She was really one of a kind. From a business standpoint, Robin succeeded greatly in a world that was mainly an old boys club, especially down here in Texas. There's no question about that. But she was strong and capable, and she had great expertise, and she impressed all those that she worked with and all that she educated and all that she collaborated with, both in business and in her personal life. But she also had a delicate smile, and I think that's something that we all looked at Robin and said, boy, this girl is serious, and she knows what she wants, but she's got a huge heart and a heart of gold too, and you can see that in her delicate smile. And that made her irresistible to her clients, her coworkers, and even her competitors. And for those that were her competitors, I pity you, because she was fierce in the competition, but she was a fair competitor and a stand-up person, and wanted at the end of the day the very best for her clients and for their clients. And I think that she was the ultimate professional in both providing assistance as well as in her competitive nature. Robin had a unique style and excelled at special events that constantly demonstrated her intelligence and creativity beyond anyone else in our industry. She was very proud of who she was and where she came from. Oklahoma and Dallas were absolutely deep in her DNA, and she was a great fan of the Dallas Cowboys, although I texted her often during football season that she couldn't possibly be old enough to remember when the Cowboys actually were good enough to be called America's team. Sorry. I looked that one up on my text. Robin gave praise where she thought it was deserved. I remember speaking with her just recently, last December, at our awards dinner in Hartford, Connecticut. And she told me, just right out of the blue, that Brian Albert was the best manager and leader she had ever worked for. You know what I said? I think Brian's great also. He is certainly among the very best in our company and in our industry. But I did remind her that for a very short period of time, I actually was her manager and supervisor. And after smiling for just a moment, she said, "Well, Duncan, you know you were a close second." Sorry, Rodney, about that. But you wanted the conversation, or I certainly would have dropped to a quick third. There's no question about that. Many people have commented on how Robin was. Wonderful comments at the funeral service today with some of the comments sent in about her humbleness. And she never did brag about her great business success or other personal successes. And that is true about her career achievements. But she certainly was not shy about bragging about the two most important people in her life. As much as I enjoyed knowing Robin for many years at work, my real appreciation and love for this incredible woman developed when I saw her with Don and Emily. And we were privileged to spend time down here in Texas quite a bit in the last few years, and we always look forward to seeing you along with our other friends and family down here. And I will tell you, Robin had a glow and a joy that resonated from her when she was with her two great loves. Don, you are not only the man who won Robin's heart, you are her best friend, her partner, and her soulmate. And Emily, you are God's great gift to your mom and dad, and the most cherished person in the world to both of them. You are absolutely your mother's daughter. You are smart, independent, strong, and beautiful in every way. You are loved by many people, but your mother's love is the strongest force in this universe. She is looking over you and loving you every second of every day of your life. There will never be a moment in your life that your incredible mother won't be watching, supporting, encouraging, caring for you, and loving you in every way, every moment of your entire life. Your mom will always be here with you. Robin's ultimate final gift to this mortal world was the gift of life to 6 people that she never even met. And I think when those of us that heard that, I think that gives you something to think about. She was that type of person. She was that deep of a loving human being that she would give the gift of life to those that she never even met. And that is a legacy and a lasting memory, and something that I think we should all think about and all consider in tribute to Robin and the beautiful act that she gave in her final moments of life. My final comment is something that Brian Albert actually reminded all of us of, and that's when you called Robin's voicemail and on her cell phone, and I know everybody called her. She'd always say in a very professional tone that she was not available at this time, but that your call was very important. She would refer you to someone to help immediately, but she would call you at her earliest opportunity. But she ended every one of those voicemails over these 17 years asking me to have a blessed day. And I think that touched all of us. It slowed you down for just a second in the crazy, fast-paced world that we're in. And we are all going to miss Robin greatly. She was a wonderful, special person. But I know that we are all truly blessed, and we will be blessed every day of our life for having her touch our lives with her kindness and her deep and true love. So thank you very much for hearing me. And God bless Robin and Don and Emily and Robin's family. And with that, I will now turn over to Clyde Wyatt. Thank you very much.